Hello there, Commanders, and welcome to another episode of Gladiator Faction Preview. And most likely the last episode, as I won't be able to squeeze in another one unless it would be like 3 minutes long, which is not enough. Who knows, maybe I'll try to squeeze it in. We'll see. So, we are on Beast Slayers, and this time on Spartacus. So again, we're going to compare how he would fare against, or just who would be better on this unit, right? Whether it's Spartacus or Crixus, there we go, that's what he's called. So, first advantage of Spartacus that we're playing right now. I think he would synergize better with catching enemy units, as Charge, Blaze of Glory is better than Adrenaline Rush, is faster, covers more ground. So if you use your Barbed Javelins to slow down enemy cavalry, and then try to catch that cavalry, which would be smart enough to try to run away, you have higher chance of catching them with Blades of Glory charge than you would have with Crixus' Adrenaline Rush. Uprising, well, you're already getting melee weapon damage bonus against the units that you want to kill, so more melee defense and melee attack, or melee attack specifically, would arguably be better in that case. Let's just champion to increase our attack even further, which is again something that Crixus cannot do, but Crixus has a strike, so that strike deals a lot of damage as well. So yeah, it delivers a pretty swift and painful death to whoever he's facing, mainly beasts, and other dogs count in there. Well, we don't have a single unit type that would have bonus against dogs, so I wouldn't be surprised if these guys have bonus against dogs. I could obviously go and discover it, I didn't have time to do that, so sorry for that. But also blame CA, that gave me only 1 day to do it, well, even half a day essentially, as the news came early morning, and I was very busy today. So yeah, there's that. It's okay. So I did a little bit of dog shit. So they first said that the new faction is coming out in June. Then they said first half of July, and now it's 20th of July, which I think is not in the first half. So yeah, well, at least we got news in the first half. Technically we got the news on the 14th, so there we go. Also, I think the leg sweep ability is pretty anti-phalanx, as it also lowers the turn speed by 50%. So now they cannot spin to win. It's pretty nice. But overall, I think Crixus would be better. So Spartacus is better for catching enemies. Also, Spartacus support, so if you want to be a support, which are you? Well, you're not the main damage dealer. You're the main damage dealer against elephants and cavalry, I would say. Mainly against elephants. So I would just take Crixus as a counter to elephants, and that's pretty much it. And you should be able to catch elephants without charge. Then again, charge knocks them back, so it also makes it harder for them to escape once you've caught them. So there's that to consider.
An enemy player has been eliminated.
Overall, the advantages of Crixus are higher compared to Spartacus for this particular unit type, because I think you just want to deal as much melee weapon damage as possible when you're facing elephants, which is the thing that you're countering. Because in terms of countering cavalry,
capture point has become available.
it's arguable. I would still just take spears or just use my own cavalry
An enemy
to
player
counter
has
the
been
enemy
eliminated.
cavalry. Although this is faster than spears, so again the argument can be made there. Power javelins, pretty good
An
at stopping
enemy
them.
base is under attack.
And then you can follow that charge of Spartacus. And adrenaline rush of Crixus, but then again, as I said, it's not that effective. So again, it's up in the air, but unlike in the case of the Gladiator sword units,
A new capture point
these
has become
layers,
available.
I would lean towards Crixus, but still say they're good on both
Our
commanders
capture
for different
point is
reasons.
contested.
But yeah, it's leaning towards Crixus, as he said, specifically fits better. Well, fits better what this unit
An allied
specifically
capture point is
wants to
under
do
attack.
and etc. But if you want them to be more useful outside of killing elephants, then again, maybe Spartacus. Yeah. Holy shit. So yeah, again, just both commanders are viable, and more or less equally viable. Maybe Crixus is a little bit better.
Our unit is under attack.
Yeah, I could continue that conversation with myself for quite some time, but I don't have that time. So I'll leave that discussion to both, well, you and myself as well, as I can go read the comments and participate in that discussion
We
there.
are halfway towards victory.
So, I leave it here, dear commanders, and I expect your discussion to this discussion to continue in the comments. Tell me
An
which
allied
you think
capture
is better,
point has
Spartacus
been
or
lost.
Crixus, and installations, etc., etc. So, help us bring to the war arena back to the west. Links on the screen and in the description, and maybe in the top right corner, blah blah blah. And I'll see you in the next episode and on Arena's Battlefields Commanders, which I don't know. Speedrunning is hard.